My name is James. I'm 40. I'm from Columbus, Ohio originally. I grew up in the north side of Columbus. My dad was put in prison when I was 3 years old, so I didn't have my dad growing up. My grandfather was a pastor, so I always went to his little church he had down in McConnellsville every Sunday. I grew up a typical church kid, running around the pews, going to little kids' church and stuff. But when I was 14, he passed away, and I basically quit going to church and quit giving up. Then as I'm getting older, I'm starting to do stuff like smoke weed, drink, acting up as a teenager. When I was 17 years old, my older sister passed away in a car crash. Drunk driver hit her. A couple years later, after my dad got out of prison, I was 20 years old. I only got to know my dad 3 years. He died of cancer. 2 years later, my mom died. By the time I was 24, all my grandparents, my mom, dad, and my only sister was gone. I fell into a deep, dark depression. December 15th, 2011, when my mom died, that's when the drinking amplified. I started drinking liquor like people drink water. It was bad. Then in about March of 2018, I became homeless. I lived in the woods in a tent. I'd been there 10 years, just drinking. If I needed money, I either worked a little jobs or a temp service for a little second, or I would break in your car, steal all your stuff, or break in your house when you're not home. I was not a nice person. Even though I knew God, I was angry. I wanted nothing to do with it. How are you going to take my whole family away from me? I blamed them for things. Then I originally first called this place March of 2018, right before I became homeless. I talked to someone named Steve. Couldn't find out, old director Steve Maldonado. He's like, yeah, you just got to come in for an assessment. I wasn't ready, so I just stayed out there and kept drinking and drinking and drinking. Health problems came. I've woken up in hospitals. I've been put in mental asylums. I've had a lot of things happen. I was out there, I had suicidal tendencies. I've tried killing myself multiple times. I was ready to go. Then I was sitting outside of a place that feeds the homeless. I looked up, I said, if you're really there, either kill me or do something to help me. Someone handed me a card for this place, it's like, call them, save your own life. We're still trying to figure out who that person was. Nobody with the bridge knows who that person was. So I chalk it up, that was Jesus, period. I came here September 30th of last year. I've been here, I'm here almost 4 months now. I have people around me now that I consider friends that I truly care about, which that's not me. I used to not care about people, or I didn't want to be around them. I fought the process. I used to sit on the front porch staring down the road planning on leaving. I didn't really want to be here. It's just I needed a place, and it was getting ready to get cold. But I started reading the Bible. I started praying. I just started doing the things that I'm supposed to do, and Jesus just grabbed me again. December 10th, I got baptized. I got baptized again. That was just a pure act of obedience. He wanted me to do it, so I did it. I've completely surrendered everything. Like, when I was looking for a job, I just prayed, where you want me, send me. I've had 4 or 5 jobs call me. I ended up taking the one at Abercrombie and Fitch. We've only worked 2 days, but it's good. It's better than I thought it would be, for sure. Now I have people around me who I consider friends, brothers, all that.